What if one of wrestling's most iconic figures didn't die the way we were told? When news broke that Hulk Hogan, real name Terry Bollea, had been found dead inside his Florida mansion, fans across the globe mourned the end of a legend. Newspapers ran with the same story. Hogan had suffered a massive heart attack. The world believed it. End of story. But behind the headlines, something strange was happening. FBI investigators arrived at Hogan's Palm Beach estate, supposedly to secure the property and confirm no foul play. What they uncovered inside that sprawling mansion has since fueled a storm of rumors, conspiracies, and chilling questions. From a disabled security system, to a gym that looked too perfect, to a hidden room no one expected, what the FBI found inside Hulk Hogan's mansion shocked everyone. And in this video, we're going to piece together the bizarre details of Hogan's final hours, explore the secret discoveries, and ask, did we lose a wrestling icon? Or is there more to this story than anyone wants to admit? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Hulk Hogan's death. It began with a breaking news alert. On a humid Florida morning, police scanners lit up with a call from Hulk Hogan's mansion. Unresponsive male, possible cardiac arrest. Within hours, TMZ blasted the headline, Hulk Hogan dead at 71. The official cause of death, reported by local authorities, was simple: a massive heart attack. Hogan had been struggling with health issues, back surgeries, hip replacements, years of wear and tear from wrestling. To many, it made sense, but not everyone was convinced. Hogan had just been seen days before at a charity event, smiling, talking about future projects. He didn't look like a man on the brink of death. And when first responders arrived, small details raised eyebrows. The house was too quiet, too orderly, almost staged. Within hours, reporters swarmed outside Hogan's mansion. Neighbors described seeing black SUVs pull up, vehicles with no local police markings. Federal agents slipped inside, and the FBI was soon confirmed to be assisting the investigation.
Discovered at that time, Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan, was experiencing a serious medical-related issue. Personnel provided medical treatment at that time and transported Mr. Bollea to Morton Plant Hospital, where he died at 11:17 a.m.
Why would the FBI get involved in what was supposedly a natural death? The official answer: Hogan was a high-profile figure, and the Bureau wanted to ensure no suspicious activity was overlooked. But online, theories exploded. Some believed Hogan had been targeted. Others thought he had secrets. Secrets the FBI didn't want leaking. And then came the leaks. Details from inside the mansion started trickling out. Hulk Hogan's Florida estate was massive. Luxury cars in the garage, trophies and wrestling memorabilia in display cases, a sprawling home gym, and ocean views. But FBI agents noticed things that didn't fit. The disabled security system. Hogan's property had one of the most advanced home security systems money could buy. Motion sensors, cameras, alarms. But investigators found the entire system had been disabled hours before his death. The logs showed a manual shutdown. Who turned it off, and why? The spotless gym. Next was Hogan's gym, a place he was known to use religiously. But when investigators entered, it was spotless. Too spotless. No sweat towels, no open water bottles, not a single fingerprint. It was as if someone had gone through and sanitized the entire space. The missing personal items? In Hogan's bathroom, his prescription bottles were lined up neatly. But investigators noticed something odd. Medications Hogan was known to take daily were absent. Friends later confirmed he always kept certain painkillers on hand. They weren't there. The house didn't look lived in. It looked prepared. But the most shocking discovery came when agents explored Hogan's master bedroom. Behind a walk-in closet, concealed by a sliding panel, they found something no one expected: a hidden room. There were also binders filled with financial statements, foreign bank accounts, and business dealings stretching back decades. Hogan had always been wealthy, but this paperwork suggested something far more complicated than simple wrestling paychecks and reality TV money. And on one shelf, investigators found something eerie, a collection of black and white photos showing Hogan with people no one could identify. In some, he looked young, teenage even, but the backgrounds were places that didn't make sense for the era. Fans would never see these items again. They vanished into FBI custody. Officially, the coroner ruled Hogan's death a heart attack. The inconsistencies fueled a wave of doubt. Had Hogan really died of natural causes, or was something darker at play? The hidden room wasn't the only clue. Financial records hinted at offshore accounts in Switzerland, the Cayman Islands, and even Panama. Why would Hogan, a man who made his fortune in the public eye, need secret accounts overseas? Wrestling insiders whispered that Hogan may have been connected to shady business partners during the height of his fame. And then there were the travel documents, passports in different names, stamped with countries Hogan had never publicly mentioned visiting. Some suggested he may have lived a double life, traveling under aliases. Was Hulk Hogan hiding more than just a wrestling persona? As news of these discoveries leaked, the wrestling community fell into chaos. Wrestling fans flooded social media with theories. Some claimed Hogan was silenced because he was about to reveal industry secrets. Others believed he had been living under protection, only for his cover to finally collapse. The discoveries in Hogan's mansion launched dozens of conspiracy theories. Theory 1. Foul play. The disabled security, missing meds, and bruises suggested someone had been inside the house. Was Hogan murdered to keep him quiet? Theory 2. Witness protection. Others argued Hogan hadn't died at all. They believed the FBI removed him as part of a witness protection deal. The death was staged, and Hogan was now living under a new identity. Theory 3. Secret societies. More outlandish theories suggested Hogan had stumbled into knowledge about powerful elites, knowledge that made him a target. The hidden photos, the offshore accounts, the tapes, all pointed to connections beyond wrestling. Theory 4. The staged death. Some fans insisted Hogan had orchestrated the entire thing himself. By faking his death, he could finally escape the spotlight, live off hidden fortunes, and watch the world argue over his legacy. Despite all the rumors, the FBI never released details about what they found. The tapes, documents, and photographs disappeared into sealed evidence lockers. When journalists asked questions, officials gave the same response: ongoing investigation. But no charges were filed, no suspects were named, and the case was quietly closed. For a man as famous as Hulk Hogan, the silence was deafening. So what really happened inside Hulk Hogan's mansion? Was it just the tragic end of a larger-than-life superstar? Or the unraveling of a double life we were never meant to see? We may never know, but one thing is clear: the story doesn't add up. The disabled security, the spotless gym, the missing medications, the hidden room, the secret tapes and offshore accounts. Each piece of evidence paints a picture of mystery, not closure. Maybe Hogan was caught in something bigger than wrestling. Maybe he was silenced. Or maybe, just maybe, he's still out there, watching the world speculate, laughing at the ultimate performance of his life. Hulk Hogan was more than just a wrestler. He was a cultural icon, a man who defined an era of entertainment. But his so-called death, and the strange discoveries that followed, left behind a legacy filled with unanswered questions. Did the world lose a hero? Or just witness the greatest twist in wrestling history? One thing's for certain: the story of Hulk Hogan's mansion, the FBI, and the secrets hidden inside will haunt fans and investigators for years to come. Because sometimes legends never die. They just leave behind mysteries too big to ignore.